Penny Quayle Pierce, and I'm part of Acorn to Oak, and we're just basically going live because we're learning how to stream live on Facebook, and there's a few other people here with me giving me courage. So I don't know if anybody can hear us, but that's okay because we're just practicing. And basically what we're going to talk about is getting over your fear. Fear of doing things new. This is very new to us. So if there's anybody who's basically out there who wants to join us to have a little bit of a laugh and a joke and a play around on today. Hi, Christina. You've joined us. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. We're just here playing and finding out how to use this resource so that we can begin to use it in Acorn to Oak's business, and basically talking about breathwork and about the power of breathwork and how it can change our lives. And Christina, who's joined us, is actually one of my mentors and the person who helped me in my own personal journey of self-development and self-awareness. So as I said, we're here, we're learning, and I'm sure there's a few people who would like to come online and just say hello to Christina. So I'm just going to move the camera around a bit so she can see who's here. There's Matthew and Adina. And here is Tracy.
Hello.
And Amy, if you can see Amy, and also whipping back over here towards Adam.
Oh, yeah.
So everybody's just saying hello. And as I said, we're just practicing so that we can use this tool in a much bigger way. Is there anything else anybody would like to say? Because I've gone into a little bit of anxious and just chatting like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, I think the thing that comes up for me is when you're doing anything new, there's always going to be a fear there. There's always going to be some sort of resistance. But actually, if you just acknowledge it and then go with it, you find the bigger part of you comes out. So yes, there may be a small element of fear. However, there's a huge amount of you that wants to get out there and tell the world what you're doing and allow people to get in and have knowledge around what we're doing, and realizing that you can live a different way. We don't have to live in the system that we live in, where we're all suppressed and we're told what we can and what we can't do and what we should and what we shouldn't experience. Actually, we can make that for ourselves. Whatever we put out there, we'll get back. So for me, fear is just the hurdle that gets in front of you, and you just got to keep running. Go for it.
Okay. Is there anything else anybody else would like to share?
And also just touch on slightly what Matthew's just said, and a lot of what we do is trying to show a little bit as to why we choose to do what we do in Breath for Life breathwork. And we'll use this as the example, but we're sitting here, and I know personally I'm a bit nervous, a little bit anxious, and is that what you do? Do you stop, take a step back and say, I'm not doing that? Would you take a deep breath, be brave, and hit that go live button, which is exactly what we've done here. So.
And, for me, it's acknowledging, and obviously very much acknowledging we wouldn't be sitting in this classroom if it wasn't for Christina. We wouldn't be being able to work through some of the suppressions and some of the traumas and the stories and the things that have happened in our life if it hadn't been for Christina training me. So, again, respect, I suppose. Being very, modern, respect.
Hello. I just wanted to acknowledge it's okay to ask for help. We think we can do things on our own, but there are people out there who can help us, and it's not a sign of weakness to admit that you need help. If I hadn't asked for help from Penny and Acorn to Oak, I wouldn't be sitting here today joining in the live feed, and there are people there. If you just make the decision and the choice to want to be helped, the teacher will show, and they're everywhere. Thank you.
I would like to say something as well. Research actually indicates that a bit of anxiety and a bit of fear makes you more acute and makes you sharper in dealing with whatever test you're faced with. So in an exam, for example. So yeah, do use the fear as a tool to get you over whatever hurdle it is that you're facing, because after you would have done it, you always feel better, and that you can count on.
Do you want to say something? What's with that?
Oh, it's right. Something just came out on the computer, but it still works, hopefully. Yeah, just seconding a lot of these thoughts, really. Asking for help can be the scariest thing in the world, and the amount of resistance you have to that is palpable. Me personally, I was in complete dire straits, dead on the floor, suffering from chronic fatigue, could barely get out of bed, and there was a point where I was like, I can't live like this anymore. I can't do it. I can't. It was the second time it happened to me. My whole life was just a mess, and I took a breath, and I took that step. And I met Penny, and I was introduced to breathwork, Breath for Life breathwork, which is very different.
Which is exactly what is body soul breathwork.
Yeah, and it changed my life.